Hey everyone, and welcome back to OntarioCyrptids. Today marks my 105th episode. As a thanks to all the OC community, OntarioCyrptids community, I will be sharing one interesting article and 3 video clips, 2 of which I have chosen randomly from those of you who have previously submitted your favorite Sasquatch videos. The third will be one of mine. I'm going to share a clip with you all for the first time. I have never seen anyone else cover this particular clip. This will become a regular install every 5th episode, so please keep sending me your favorite cryptid video. Oh, and let us not limit these clips to simply Sasquatch videos. If you're new to my channel, every 5th episode, I thank those who have commented regularly on my last 5 videos. So a special shout out goes out to 247TX, Andy and Scar Bigfoot Territory Researchers, Bender, Chris Lumen, Diana Clark, Jean, and Jor Skinner. Thank you so very much for commenting. Also, thank you to all the recent subscribers and the rest of you who come back each week to watch these episodes. Thank you all so very much. And I hope you guys have caught my episode that I uploaded yesterday doing just that, thanking you guys. If you have an encounter story that you would like to share, then forward your stories to OntarioCyrptids@gmail.com. I would be honored to share your story with like-minded people. Okay, go grab yourself a beverage and get cozy in your favorite spot and sit back and relax. Okay, so this takes place in January of 2005, and it takes place in New Orleans, Louisiana. So this is an article which was written in the Down the Chupacabra Hole, and I'm going to leave a link to this in the description below. I've seen this article in the last part of March, and it seemed to have been everywhere, but the main source keeps on coming back to a blog or website called Down the Chupacabra Hole. I will leave a link to the article in the description below. So this article is titled Police Officer Encounters Reptilian Beings. The Government Knows All About Them. In January of 2005, 27-year-old Matt worked as a customer service representative for the United Airlines. Recently, he had grown weary of the hospitality industry's predictable monotony. As a Chicago native, the young man was accustomed to bleak Midwestern winters, yet this season was particularly brutal. Each dreary day, he longed for warmer climates and lush foliage. One evening, Matt shared his frustrations with relatives who live in Louisiana. During the phone call, they said that he should consider relocating to New Orleans. If he wanted a new career, the city was in desperate need of police officers due to the escalating crime. Matt found the suggestion quite alluring. Shortly after filling out an application, the Columbia University graduate received a job offer. He hastily packed his bags and headed south. Unbeknownst to the eager traveler, what was about to unfold would change his life forever. By July, Matt completed half of the mandatory training. He settled into his new apartment and fell in love with the eccentric Burroughs. However, the ordinary acclimation period came to an abrupt end on a balmy summer night. Upon groggily waking up, he realized his clothing and surroundings were unfamiliar. It seemed he was aboard a train tightly packed with dozens of other people. With his heart racing, the frightened cadet attempted to figure out where he was and how he had gotten there. While desperately racking his brain for information, There was a loud bang and the carriage immediately halted. Passengers marched out the door and onto a loading dock. When Matt exited, he realized the vessel was a metallic cigar-shaped craft. Dazed, group members slowly entered the sprawling building. As his eyes adjusted to the dimly lit interior setting, shock pulsed throughout Matt's body. Standing before the perplexed deputy was a large gathering of enormous reptilian creatures. The beings possessed the following features. Similar in appearance to the ancient Ubaid statues, an average height of 7 feet tall, dark golden yellow eyes with slit pupils, sharp claws and fanged teeth, shiny brownish-green scales, a short and blunt muzzle, and a very serious disposition. With all the voyageurs corralled inside the massive commercial structure, Matt cautiously sauntered forward. Many of the saurian entities donned strange thin backpacks. Suddenly, several drew ray guns and aimed at the petrified onlookers. Chaos ensued as the helpless crowd frantically scattered. Seconds later, the armed assailants fired their weapons and blinding flashes of light illuminated the arena. During the terrifying ordeal, Matt was struck and became disoriented. The force felt comparable to a taser combined with microwave energy. A horrifying revelation dawned on the bewildered officer. These reptilians were using humans for target practice. According to Matt's bizarre first-hand testimony, he was involved in a mass abduction event. He eventually discovered the occurrence took place hundreds of miles from his home in New Orleans. Every person present worked in law enforcement or as military personnel. All had unknowingly been assigned crucial roles in a maliciously planned training operation. The serpentine aggressors needed live bait to practice riot-control techniques on. Although the episode was quite harrowing, no participants were gravely harmed, to his knowledge. Other reptilian drills utilize telekinesis abilities and various healing modalities. Matt affirms that global governments are aware of the existence of these creatures. Weeks after the incident, disaster struck when Katrina, a destructive Category 5 hurricane, ravaged the region. Although many of his colleagues evacuated, the rookie cop stayed in hopes of assisting victims. 2 years later, he was in a serious car accident that left him with debilitating injuries. Following the wreck, Matt switched to a less physical demanding occupation. Since 2007, he's worked independently as a stock trader. Upon leaving law enforcement, the whistleblower decided to come forward. He believes other experiencers do not speak out because they do not want to jeopardize their pension and fear the potential repercussions. To this day, Matt continues to sporadically encounter these mysterious larcidids. Very interesting, this mass abduction story being told by a police officer down in Louisiana. So I thought I'd share this one with you because it kept on popping up everywhere while I was looking for just the right story to share with you guys. Okay, so now for the video clips. And I just want to remind you guys that these are personal favorites from the viewers and myself. I ask that all of you can be civil with your comments, whether you disagree or agree with these personal favorites. And if you have a personal favorite, then maybe send it in and we can cover that in future videos. This first clip is one of David Overstreet's favorite Sasquatch video clips. I wasn't able to find the original clip. This one goes by many names. Apparently, it was recorded in Yosemite around 2013, and it's often titled Mother and Baby. We're going to watch the entire clip. although I don't believe this is a mother. So we'll watch the whole thing, and I will not talk through the first part of the video, and then I will break it down to what I see. So we see the creature come out from behind a rock right now, and all you see is a flat chest. This is why I think it's a male and not a female. No boobs. He looks, walks behind this rock. Now, I guess this guy's running to get a better angle. He's going to pop his head up with a baby. I don't know why it's taking him so long back there, though. Pops his head up, and right here we see a second head. Okay, he stands there for a bit, and then he exits stage left, and here he goes. Some points he's holding the baby very awkwardly, like very far in front of him. It appears that he switches hands. You'll notice it right here. He's back over on the... So he starts off on the left hand, starts to switch over, and as he comes around, he's holding the baby in the right arm. Again, guys, let me know your thoughts on this clip. This looks pretty genuine to me. Again, guys, these are my comments, and may not necessarily reflect yours, so please be kind with your comments down below. Thank you so much. Over to the next one. This next one was one of 10 favorites that the Weird Tales podcast had. I randomly chose this one. It is titled Boy Films Bigfoot in His Backyard. This one here I found on the Crypto Cruise site. It's the only video I could find of it. But the story goes that an 11-year-old boy had filmed this Sasquatch from his backyard. It doesn't sound like it's the first time he's encountered this Sasquatch. It's like, it sounds more like, oh, okay, we finally caught him. Again, we're going to play the video through, and then I will talk to what I see. You can hear the mother and the boy's sister talking in the background. So let's give a listen, and then I'll break it down.
Open the window to get it better?
Yes. Yes. Okay, here's Bigfoot. We got him on camera. We got him, we got him! Hey, Bigfoot! Woo! He's still up there, I can see him.
Okay, I definitely don't want to go right now.
No, okay.
We're good. Anyways, we have a fence, Mom. We have a fence around our backyard.
It's okay, Dix. Bigfoot!
You scared him away. You shouldn't scare him that more on film. But then you don't want them to go too close for you.
Hey, he's gonna come back down, Mom, I bet it. Okay, we'll start filming when we see him again.
So the most interesting sections of this video is when the Sasquatch first walks down and the boy then screams out, "Hey, Bigfoot," and we see at this point right here that he's retreating back into the forest. Okay, so I'm going to loop this part. So we see the creature coming down, extends his arm, and then he does a peek. You see him peeking out, and then he retreats, and he seems to stay in the shadows over here. I'm going to leave the link to the Crypto Cruise website in the description below. Again, I've never heard of the Crypto Crew. This is the first time I've come across them. So thanks for the Weird Tales podcast for recommending this one here. Thanks a bunch. And now let's go to the last one. Okay, so this one comes from Colorado Bigfoot's video that he uploaded back in 2019. I happened to catch this as I was watching this episode where he was talking about some fighter jets which were chasing some UFOs in the area. I'm only going to show what's relevant to this clip and not the entirety of the video.
A really cool guy. So we start talking about the UFO. He is up there, way out of here, right? Hunting in the middle of the woods. I guess he drove his four-wheeler, and that carrier, the crew carrier, came right over top of him. He videoed it. It's literally like this, right over top of him. And I just happened to be down here filming it going right at him. Like, what are the chances? So me and him clicked right away, and I couldn't help but to start explaining. I showed him the pictures of the UFO, and then it went on to what I do. And I was very surprised that a surgeon, okay, he's a doctor, he's a surgeon.
Did you catch it? So there's an intersection coming up. Right here, you see this creature turn around and walk back out. Okay, so I've zoomed in a little bit more. We're going to show this, and then I'm going to loop it. So right here, it's already walked. Hold on, you can't see it from that angle. That's my fault. But there it is walking away. I'm going to slow this down, but look within the circle. Right now, it's standing right in the middle of the road. You'll see it better right here. So it walks out, and then it just freezes right at the curb, and then it retreats. You're going to see it walk right back down the road. Boom, and then he starts to retreat back down the road. Here's a really good shot of it right here. It looks to be looking sideways at the car as it's approaching. And there he goes. So here's a shot of the creature. Probably one of the last frames you see of it. It's hunched over. You can really see it walking away as the truck approaches. Yeah, anyways, I remember commenting on his clip that I've seen this, but never received any response back. But I thought I'd share this with you guys because I thought it was very interesting. The whole time this blonde creature steps out onto the road and then proceeds to step back, Colorado Bigfoot never ever sees it. He doesn't mention it. He's so busy in his conversation regarding the previous day's events. So I hope you guys enjoyed these 3 clips along with the article that I found for today. Let me know your comments below with regards to these 3 video clips as well as a story. Please be respectful of your comments. No need to be rude in the process. So thank you guys so much. Truly appreciate it. If these stories reminded you of an encounter you may have had and would like to share, then please forward your stories to OntarioCyrptids@gmail.com. I would be honored to share your story on this channel. All right, guys, thank you so much for listening and watching until the end. I truly appreciate it. Please hit that like button on your way out and smash that subscribe button if you're new to my channel. I hope you guys enjoyed. Have a great weekend, and I hope to see you all next week right here on Ontario Cryptids.